Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're looking at the 2025 range of dashcams, specifically the Halo Play from Road Angel. So this is a 4K front and 1080p rear dashcam, and as you can see it's got a nice little screen. So retails for £299. You can of course get a 20% discount code using our code CRD20, which is up on screen now. So with that said, let's quickly show you what's included inside the box, and then we'll go into a bit more detail around the dashcam itself. So you've got the main power cable for the front dashcam. It's USB-C. Got the long cable that goes from the front camera to the back. So this is a micro USB. You've got a USB-C extension. So this is probably if the dashcam's in a bit of a tight area for you to mount, you can get away with this. Plastic pry tool, good when you're looking to feed the cable in around the car and the trims. The rear dashcam. So this is a 1080p dashcam that records at 25 frames per second. Looks very good. It's got this little vented feature up here, which I'll touch on when we talk about the front dashcam. But generally, like I said, micro USB connector, sticky pad, really simple to install. Then just a USB 12 volt adapter. So this is the dashcam itself. It's got a new body design from 2025. It's got a quick release mount, so you can basically just slide the dashcam up, take it into the house if you want to look at the memory card, etc., or if you want to switch between cars. But word of warning, if you are mounting this with the intention to release it, don't mount it too close to your roof lining, because you do need at least this much space to take it off. So otherwise, if you go too close to the roof, you're never going to be able to take it out. It's got a vented system, which you can see down here, and that's part of the Halo winter functionality. So basically, when you have the hardwire kit plugged in, it will heat up slightly in the winter just to allow enough of the ice to melt and for your dash cams to stay visible so they can keep seeing everything that's going on and record the most important stuff. It's also got built-in GPS and the ADAS functionality that we previously showed on the Halo Ultra. Those of you that are new to the range, the ADAS functionality is similar to what you get on modern cars nowadays, where it can warn you of potential collisions, where you're departing from a lane, etc. So it uses the camera to work out the lanes and the distance in front from the car, and then basically it just gives you an audible warning just to say, hey, you're going out of the lane, etc. New again for 2025 is the two-tier parking mode. So that allows you to essentially choose between having standby mode, so that's only when the G sensor is triggered, it will record the impact, or you can basically have time-lapse footage. So that's the features in a snapshot. Like I said, it retails for £299, and there is a 20% discount code. So with that said, let me power this up and we'll show you some of the inbuilt functionality. So here's the dashcam up and running. This is currently on the front camera. This isn't touchscreen on the back. It's actually got 4 buttons underneath, but really pretty straightforward to use. So you can see this rotational icon here at the bottom. So that lets you change between the front and the rear dashcam. So let's just press that.
Switch to rear camera.
So that's the rear camera. And of course, now you can see our dashcam here. So that's how easy it is. And then next icon is around a emergency lock. So if I just press that, it will lock the current footage and make sure that it doesn't get overridden.
Emergency recording captured. Recording complete.
Right, so that's that done. Then you can see this almost gallery icon here. So if you press that third button, you can then go and view your recordings. So you can view your normal recordings, you can view your emergency recordings. So in fact, let's just go to emergency recording, and we should see the clip that I just recorded right here. So to go back, just press the far left button, and then let's say we want to look at our normal recordings. You can scroll through them relatively straightforward and press the enter button to basically see it in action. You can see the GPS down there. I'll try to bring it a little bit closer, as well as the coordinates. So you've got speed, coordinates, date and time. And obviously I will show you the proper footage. I'll pull it off the camera, but you get an idea. So you can have a quick view as to what's been recorded. And then when you want to jump back out, just press the back button. And then finally, there's the parking surveillance, but I haven't got the hardwire kit plugged in, so I'll have no footage there, but you would do when you have that set up. Let's delve into the settings. So let's just press the button there. So you can go into video settings, system settings, or format your memory card. Let's see if there's any more options. You can do a factory reset, download the app, which I'll show you later on. And that's about it. So quickly, let's go into the video settings, see what we can play around with. So you have various sensitivities that you can adjust the G sensor and when it's going to trigger certain actions. You can change the duration of the clip between 1, 2, 3, and 5 minutes. You've got a choice to drop the resolution as well. So this is good if you've got a smaller memory card and you're trying to save space. But again, why would you have purchased a 4K camera? Of course, you want it on the highest setting. Turn the audio recording on and off. Again, this is voice activated as well, so you can say turn audio recording on and it's supposed to pick that up in normal operation. So going into system settings is where you can toggle the ADAS functions, so lane departure, forward collision warning. You can turn on voice control, so let me just actually demonstrate that to you. That would be really good. Take photo. There's a few more basic commands like that included in the manual, but you get the idea. So you can basically be driving and you can give it a voice command and it will do some functionality based on the back of it. And just to finish off, you can change the screen illumination. So one thing I would say, this was a little bit distracting, to be honest, being permanently on all the time compared to the other cameras, but you can actually adjust that. So normally at this point I would go in and show you how to do the installation, but I've done that a million times. It's always the same thing, feeding cables through, and it's specific to your car. What I'm going to do is cut all of that out and we'll show you some test footage straight away, and then we'll follow it up and wrap the video up by showing you how you can connect the app and download that footage. So here's some native clips straight out of the Dashcam, no compression. Make sure you set your YouTube resolution to 4K to appreciate the quality. Overall, really, really good. Good clarity, so you can see the ambulance has just gone by. You can read the number plate for quite a long while. The colours are really good. It's pretty accurate of the grey and gloomy day that it was. And the stabilisation, so I've not had any issues and everything looks really, really smooth. Pretty impressed with the front camera. Switching over to the rear. It's obviously a cheaper lens. It's not going to be as good quality as the front, but you can see it's a bit harder to read the number plates, etc. But it's still good to have nonetheless. So let's quickly have a look at some of the night shots. Again, really good clarity on the front camera. Everything's pretty much visible. Of course, there's going to be glare from the headlights, and it was raining as well. So this, to be honest, is probably the worst conditions that the camera can have, but it's done a really good job in my opinion. Again, everything's really clear, really visible. And then let's just take a look at the back camera again. So the rear 1080p camera, again, you can see it struggles to make out some of the road signs there, the permit sign in the top right hand corner just now. Again, if that was the front camera, it would have made it out a lot crisper. But overall, at night, it's not too bad. You can still see the cars. And if you were to be involved in an accident, it'll be pretty clear what's happened. So just to quickly sum up, you've seen exactly what's included in the camera. You've seen the test footage, front and back, both day and night time. And then just to give you an idea of how you download the footage, the last clip you'll see now is how you connect to the app. So here we have the Halo Playback app open. You can see it's going to ask me to connect to the Wi-Fi network, so let's go ahead and do that first. It says go to the phone settings and pair to the Dashcam. You can see in the middle of the screen it says the default password is 1234567890. So let's go ahead and connect to the Dashcam. Find the Halo Ultima, put in the password. Accept any prompts. Go back to the application, and as you can see, we've immediately loaded. And here's the front camera, looking at the rear camera. And over on the top right hand side of the screen, if we were to press rear camera, you can see we are now looking at the front camera. So everything's working as expected. Let's quickly have a look at some of the settings that you can control through the app. So you can turn the microphone on and off. If you had the hardwire kit, you'd be able to adjust the parking mode and the time-lapse settings. You can turn on and off the speed stamp, so the GPS functionality. And you can turn on and off the voice commands. Again, I showed you how this works on the previous Halo Play video, but I've just toggled it on there for the sake of it. And then the advanced driver assistance systems. Speed unit, you can also choose whether to flip the rear camera depending how you mounted it. and then the length of your loop recording. So 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't have the 5-minute option like the Halo Play does, and various G-sensor settings. Just jumping back to the camera, you do have this big icon at the bottom where you can just take a picture like so, and it will store that. You can go to the album. So album has 2 tabs. Over on the top left, you can see currently these are videos stored on my phone. There's 0. But if I click over on the right hand side and access the Dashcam, you can see I've got 2 photos. One which I've obviously just taken right now, and then I've got 106 videos on this Dashcam. So here you have the list of videos. Just before the extension .mp4, you can see it's either got F for the front camera or R for the rear camera. Date order as well. Although the date is a slightly different format, it's not a UK format, but you can work it out relatively quickly. So here, for example, you've got the year's 2025 is the 2nd month, February, and the 9th day, and the time is 2015, so 8:15 p.m. That's the front Dashcam. I'm just going to click into it so we can see it. And you can see really quickly it started streaming already. So this is me actually parking up. Probably not the best footage to jump into. But over on the bottom, you can see it's got the GPS and it's got the coordinates as well. Now, if I wanted to download the footage, all I have to do is click back, press select over in the top right hand corner, find the video that I want to download. For example, the rear and the front. Press download. And that's the video now downloaded, and that'll be available in my gallery on my phone. So that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and it's given you a bit more insight as to what you can exactly expect with this model of Dashcam. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions, and remember to use the code CRD20 for 20% off.